Thank you for tuning in, Pro Fair Gayu. So I just did a video on Puerto Rico's struggle for self-determination, and now I'm going to do a video on Puerto Rico citizenship.
What?
Puerto Rico citizenship? Yes, Puerto Rico citizenship.
Couldn't take it no more, so I left the Matrix.
And my money just tripled. I had a good time and it cost me a little. So I found peace, tranquility, faith in my abilities.
I couldn't take no more, so I left the Matrix.
So, I know Puerto Rico was not an independent country. It's a U.S. territory. So how in the world does it have Puerto Rico citizenship? Well, Puerto Rico has citizenship, but it's not made for the use to have a Puerto Rico passport and travel the world. It's not like that. Basically, Puerto Rico citizenship is a way to establish yourself as a bona fide Puerto Rico resident. Well, why would one want to be a bona fide Puerto Rico resident? Well, for a couple of reasons. One reason is to take advantage of the Puerto Rico tax benefits. And what are some of the tax benefits? Well, you can avoid U.S. federal income tax. You can avoid tax on capital gains. You can avoid tax on interest and dividends. So in Puerto Rico, you can actually avoid a lot of taxes that you would get taxed on if you were a resident in one of the 50 states or the district. So what else? What other benefits are there by having a Puerto Rico citizenship outside of the taxes? Well, if you ever wanted to get permanent residence, or if you ever wanted citizenship in Spain, it can make things easier. Why? So what Spain does is Spain allows people of Iberian origin, which is the Iberian Peninsula, which is basically the Portuguese and Spanish-speaking countries. Citizens of those countries can actually immigrate to Spain and become citizens within 2 years. Within 2 years. But they have to be a citizenship of one of those countries. Well, Puerto Rico is not a independent country, but Spain recognizes Puerto Rico as its own country in that sense. So therefore, if you had a Puerto Rico citizenship certificate, you can use that certificate to actually immigrate to Spain and have a expedited route to citizenship in Spain in 2 years. So, any other reason? Is there any other reason why it would be beneficial to have a Puerto Rico citizenship? Well, the only other reason I can think of is in the case that Puerto Rico becomes an independent country, you're a citizen. So that means that you will have another citizenship because you are a Puerto Rico citizen. All right, cool. So there's 3 things. All right, so how do I become a Puerto Rico citizen? I'm glad you asked. So, to become a Puerto Rico citizen, here's what you'll need. Well, if you were born in Puerto Rico, you will just need to have your birth certificate and then go through the process with the Secretary of State of Puerto Rico. And all that means is you will need the form, fill out the form. You will pay a $30 money order, and you will need a ID and your birth certificate. You have those documents, and you will take that to the Puerto Rico State Secretary of State, and they will actually issue your Puerto Rico citizenship. They'll mail it to you within a few days or so, depending on their workload. Now, if you weren't born in Puerto Rico, but you are a U.S. citizen and you have parents that were born in Puerto Rico, then, again, you will use their birth certificate to show us proof of lineage on your connection to Puerto Rico. So and then you'll go through the same process as before through the Secretary of State. Now, you don't actually have to go to the office. All this can be done by mail. And if you were to go to the Secretary of State website, they will have all that information there for you. So if you were not born in Puerto Rico, but you are U.S. citizens and you are actually living in Puerto Rico or you moved to Puerto Rico, quite simple. So you will need all the things I mentioned before. Again, $30 money order, the form, birth certificate, and then you will need either a Puerto Rico driver's license. You will need a light bill or a water bill or a telephone bill that goes back at least 12 months. Or you need some sort of certification letter from your job in Puerto Rico that at least takes you back to 1 year. Or like I said, a Puerto Rico driver's license, but it has to be at least issued at least 1 year ago. So once you establish that 1 year of bona fide residence in Puerto Rico, you will use that as evidence along with a $30 money order, your ID, which could also be your Puerto Rico driver's license, birth certificate, and the form, and then you will send that off to the Secretary of State and then through mail, or you actually take it to the office, and after so many days they will mail it to you. And that's it. That's basically how it works. So getting your Puerto Rico citizenship is a possibility if you want it. If you're trying to get away from the tax burdens in the U.S., but you want to stay in the U.S., then Puerto Rico is a good option. If you like to get a quick second passport, it's also a good option to get that Puerto Rico citizenship and then immigrate to Spain, where you can be fast-tracked to Spanish citizenship. But it's important to note that Spanish citizenship is, they do not allow dual citizenship for people who are not citizens of Latin American countries. Now, if you are a U.S. citizen, will you have to give up your U.S. citizenship? If you are a Puerto Rican citizen, I'm pretty sure in that case you will have to give up your U.S. citizenship if you wanted to be a Spanish citizen. But if you plan on renouncing your U.S. citizenship, then yeah, this will be a good option for you. Also, if you were a Dominican citizen, for example, you don't have to give up your Dominican citizenship if you were to become a Spanish citizen. So for those countries, you can maintain that dual status. And that goes for other countries in the region, such as Brazil, such as all those Iberian countries that have Iberian lineage. So there you have it. I hope you got something out of this video. You all will be hearing from me really soon. Peace. What up, my people? Hola, mi gente. Gracias por tu apoyo. Da me gusta, sigue mi canal y comparte con toda tu familia. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please give it a like and subscribe and share with all your family if you enjoy my content. Peace.